Good afternoon and welcome. My name's Barbara Gray from Clarity here in the UK, and this is our dear friend Paul Church.
Good afternoon, everybody. Happy Monday.
Happy Monday. I hope that you're having a great week so far. We had some real fun in the shack this morning drawing the little robins. If you missed that, then do go back for the 10 o'clock on YouTube, and you'll see how we coloured in the little robins.
They really nice. Came to life, didn't they?
Yeah, they did
were sort
indeed.
Of illuminated.
Yeah, once I got to grips with the camera, we were rocking.
And then Mr. Jim afterwards showed us exactly what buttons we do need
how
to press.
To get in really close. So next Monday, we'll get in under his breasts.
Or wings. We'll get under his wings.
He started already. Grace is in the room with your good selves all the way over in snowy Brooklyn, and she's been sharing photographs with us. It's extreme weather.
Definitely.
Over there.
I mean, we panic when we get an inch of snow. I mean, yeah,
crazy.
New York is definitely snow.
Extreme. Everything's extreme, isn't it, over there?
So we've got a nice, calm afternoon planned.
Yes.
Just coming off the back of our club members' half price sale.
Thank you so much for supporting that.
Yeah. And education. Education's always been at the heart of Clarity. I mean, that's one of the careers you had pre-Clarity, didn't you?
It was, yeah. I was a teacher.
Yeah.
A teacher of English as a foreign language.
So
what I think is really key is, of course, that we always, even though we make the products we design and make them, we then also show you how to use them.
Yeah.
And, you know, like the shack, like the craft alongs. And so, of course, last year we started, we've always had the retreats and the workshops.
Yeah, the summer retreats, yeah.
And then last year we went online into our circle.
We did indeed, yes.
And we're running on 2 tracks here. We're running on parchment tutorials and then stamping and mixed media tutorials. So lovely Louise is working on the parchment side of things, and I'm working on the stamping side of things. And so, you know, periodically we get together once a month. On both sides, really. We do a workshop, don't we?
We do, and it's often sort of like we've, especially this year and towards the end of last year, we've been doing it in 2 parts on one day, sort of the 9 till 12, and then you have a bit of a lunch break, like you would at school.
Yeah, exactly.
Really?
And then we come back in the afternoon to finish off the work.
Yeah. And it's, I mean, you've had Jazz join you on
which
your
has
ones.
Been great fun.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And then I've been joining Louise on her ones.
That's it.
And I've learnt so much as well. So, because I think people think, oh, you do it all the time, you must know everything.
Not at all.
No. And it's always about the learning.
So we've over the period of a year now, we've been building up quite a library of online courses. And of course, many people enjoy the lives and they come in and then they're recorded and they are stored in our circle on the website. And they're there for posterity. So that means that any time afterwards, those who have attended the live workshop, they can go in and refresh.
Yeah.
But they're also available to anybody who missed the live. So, for example, if you're new to parchment now and you think, "Oh, I wish I'd been able to do that white work.
Yeah.
I wish I'd been able to do that colouring course. I wish I'd been able to do that white work course. I really like that artwork behind Paul. I wish I would have been there for those." Well, all of those online courses are all available for you.
They are.
And so today marks quite a special day.
Yeah.
Because one, we're launching a new series for this year.
Yeah.
So I've got a new all-day workshop and we've introduced 3 parchment projects.
Monthly.
They're monthly.
Yeah, monthly groovy ones on a Wednesday afternoon.
But what we've also done is we've kind of revisited our library and we said, okay, so now we're able to apply club discount.
Yeah, we found the button.
We found the button. So we're going to apply club discount to all courses going forwards.
Yeah.
So if you're a Clarity Club member now, whatever that price is, you can take 10, 12.5 or 15% off the top. And then in addition to that, today we decided that would be a great day for you to perhaps go back over our library, have a look.
Yeah.
And so to entice you to come in, we've added a 30% discount.
Plus your club discount.
Plus your club discount.
Now that 30% will only run until midnight on Wednesday.
Yeah.
And you said this morning in the shack that this is the only time we're going to do this.
This is separate from product, if you like.
Yeah.
Tuition is different, isn't it?
Mm.
But just for 1 day, 3 days of the year,
Yeah.
either Monday, Tuesday and Wednesday now, we thought it would be a great idea so that you at home, you can have a look, deep dive into what the different courses entail. You can sign up for them. You don't have to do them all in the 3 days.
No.
You just have to sign up for them and then put them in your library. I was saying today, it's like my Audible account.
Yes.
You know, when they have an Audible sale.
Oh yeah, I did that yesterday.
Yeah, exactly. So did I. And then you start, and then you have to buy more credits so that you can buy more. Yeah. But then I've got a library. I've got loads in my library ready to go when I'm ready to read. So, so this next 3 days is your opportunity to sign up for any one of our existing workshops at a great discount.
Yeah.
And then just park them in your library on your online, and then watch them at your leisure.
Absolutely. I mean, the Circle platform it's not on Facebook, it's not on Tube, it's a specific platform that we use just for our education.
Yeah.
And it's like it's becoming a college now, isn't it? Because of the number of the ones we have. And the way I always imagine it, I've gone into the college entrance, I'm walking down the corridor. On the left, I've got all my Groovy and Parchment, and on the right, I've got all my Inky and Arty.
That's how I see it.
And I can sort of dip into the different, once I've purchased them, I can dip in and out.
And once you've got the key, and you've heard us say this many times, once you've got the key to any one of those doors, it's for life. You've got it forever. So whether you join the live or you join now.
Yeah. And also another added benefit of doing the online courses is that you can be anywhere in the world.
Well, that's exactly why we started it, because we've got friends all over the world. In Australia, I mean, in the shack this morning, we had friends from Australia, and, and Germany and Norway and so on and so on.
Exactly.
And so, it's key for those good people to be able to join it. And I know this, whether you do the live or the recorded, you get 100% of the tutorial.
Yeah. Nothing's different.
Nothing's different at all.
And I think also we know from experience, I mean, even when you do the craft alongs, which are all free, many people watch for the first time because they're sort of absorbing it and taking it all in. Because my mind, the way it works, I can only do one thing at once. I can either watch or I can do it.
Yeah.
So I would often watch the live and then go back, right, okay. And then you can stop and start and pause and rewind and
that's right,
and everything. So
and for me, when I do courses, like I do courses, I do printmaking courses and so on, and I always if I'm watching the live, mostly they're recorded, to be honest, right? But if I watch a live, I don't craft along on the live. I watch and I take notes, and I've got a little notebook and I write down. Unless it's something like this, which is very therapeutic and it's all in the process.
And you've got that
and
there.
It's really easy to do step by step in real time.
Yeah.
Then that's a different sort of tutorial. But we could go through them on
definitely.
We'll have a look at what we've got. And I was going to suggest that perhaps would you like to show our friends where to find them first?
Yeah, absolutely.
Or should we look at the new one first? It's up to you.
Should we show the website and where to find them?
I think that's a good idea.
Okay.
If you're new to Clarity or you wonder where to find, then this is a great place to start.
I think so. Yeah, definitely. So if we look on the overhead, and we'll come in closely on that. So I've got my old iPad out, but it still does its job. There we go. So this is the front of the website. Now, if you scroll down, you can see here you've got a section that says Clarity Classroom Online Courses. You can click that button there, and then it lists all of the courses. Okay, so you can scroll through, decide exactly which ones you want to do. So for example, if I go to the brand new one at the top bar, I can go here, I can view the details like so. It gives me a description of what's going to happen, when it's going to take place.
But if you can't attend on the 28th, it doesn't matter.
No.
It will be launched on the 28th. It will be recorded on the 28th. And after that date, it's available to you anytime you want.
It is indeed. Yeah. Don't worry if you can't. There we go. Just there. And then you can scroll down. And then what we've done, we've created what we call a shop page. So you can click here and it will take you straight to that page with everything that's going to be used. On
Ingredients.
Yeah. But if you want to, you can click here for a downloadable ingredient that you can print off and tick what you've already got at home, and then come back and then you can click on there and shop. So for example, if I go into this section here, you can see there's the course. We've got the spatulas in as well.
Well
done. And then this is all the different bits and pieces that we'll be using.
You don't need all of it.
No, it's just when it says companion paper, it depends on what colours you go for.
Yeah, and if you've got one in, if you've got your stash, then it's just like tick tick, got it, got it, got it, got it, ain't got it, got it, got it, ain't got it.
Exactly. So that's the best place to find everything that is being used in that particular course, and that applies to all of the courses that we're going to share with you during the course of this hour.
Yeah, so easy to find.
Yeah.
And also the date for that particular, let's start with the first, because we did start looking at that one now.
Yeah.
So if we look at this one, you'll see here, this one is on Saturday the 20th. This is the new one, Introduction to Acrylic Paint. So last summer, I know that a large group of us did this together at Ditton.
Yes.
So it's been tried and tested and it was great fun. What happens is if you sign up for this one, then we will send you a booklet. And in that booklet, I've got a larger copy of it here, so that it's bigger for the screen. But here as well, you've got your tick list. So as soon as we receive your order that you want to subscribe to this workshop, then we will send you the booklet, and then you can start ticking off what it is. You can have a look, you can get ahead, you can see, you can familiarize yourself with what's going on, how it works. You know, this is the guide, really. This is the course plan.
Yes.
So it's really, it's handy. It's not just an ingredients list. It's also a course plan. So you can get familiar. And that really, if you are going live, great. Because you've already had a little read. See, me personally, I can look at it, but I need to see it. I need to. I can read it. I found this the other week when I was learning how to do those piece cranes, fold piece cranes for the newspaper.
Yes. Watch this space.
And I had a booklet, and I was trying to read the instructions from the booklet, which I kind of got a rough idea. But until I watched a video,
and I know exactly what you mean.
It all fell into place for me. And so this is really, it's your class guide, it's your class plan. It tells you what you need, and so on and so on. And then the video accompanies it. The video is the linchpin, really.
Yeah, because as you say, it is that visual, and people learn in different ways.
Very
I
much
would
so.
prefer to have that in advance, just to flick through and go, that's where we're heading, that's what we're going to do. And then to see it being done.
And also, if you are able to join in on the live, it's very interactive. So, for example, this particular workshop that I'm launching is about acrylic paint.
Yeah.
And this is leading up to the gel press printing courses. So those days, you know, my thinking on this is we need to get familiar with the product that we're going to use, with the material we're going to use before we start on the gel press printing and the transfer. You got to know your material, you know.
And you've always said that, haven't you? Like with the pencils and stuff like that, and just how they work and what you can do with them.
Precisely. Now, most of us, we're not painters. We're pencil people. So acrylic paint, oil paint, watercolor paint, some of us have tried it, but most of us, it's eluded us for many years. So this particular introduction to acrylic paint is exactly that. It's to get familiar with acrylic paint and how it behaves when it's pure, just on its own, like straight from the tube, how you mix it, how you blend colors, what happens when you add water, how do you get different effects. So it's a really interesting course, and it's quite a kind of mixed media, fine arty type of course.
And it was interesting when we did this in the summer retreats, the amount of people that were surprised of what you could do with acrylic paint, because a lot of people just go, acrylic paint, it's for artists, and that's it. It's sort of like big
Yeah.
sort of pictures on the wall.
But once you have a play with it, and the other thing about the live courses, of course, it's interactive in as much as there's a chat room.
Yeah.
So you chat, and we have a connection with you,
Yeah.
and we answer your questions. And those questions, you know, if you're asking the question, there are a lot of people that are thinking the question.
Definitely.
You know? So this introduction to acrylic paint, it's a kind of it breaks down into two logical parts.
Yeah.
I won't tell you too much about it, except that we'll be working with acrylic paint, a selection of. I'll show you how to get loads of different color blends and saturations. What we will be doing is doing it's the backgrounds that are of interest. You can see here, these are like postcards.
Yeah.
But you can see as soon as we go in close, these are stamped on, but the paint in the background is the key for me. Okay, so I'll show you how to get these really beautiful mixed media landscapes, and then then show you how, for example, you can change it into a much more watery wash, like a watercolor. Yeah. So instead of this real vibrant, intense saturation, we dilute it, and you can see as soon as you dilute it, this is one of the projects that we'll be doing, and you can see here there is fabric involved as well. So it's very mixed media, very pretty. Those are the different projects that we'll be doing. This one, and lots in between. So I think it's a real interesting.
Yeah.
I know it is. I know people really loved it last.
And I think
summer.
they were surprised that what you could do with acrylic paint.
Yes.
And the different ways of treating it, and how. One of the key things really that came from that was about mixing the colours.
Yes. Mixing the colours. You know, you don't need loads and loads and loads of colours.
No.
You just need a couple of good prime colours.
Yeah.
In fact, there are about 3 of them. But you get those colours, and then you work off the back of that, and plus your white, and Bob's your uncle.
Yeah.
You know, let me show you how to play with acrylic paint and how to build. This is your confidence builder.
Yes.
With acrylic paint.
Yeah.
You know, and it's that bridge to art. That's what it is for me. So I'm ready to go with you if you're ready to go with me.
Yeah.
And as soon as you sign up, then we'll send you that booklet, and then off we go.
And then, so the way in which it works, you sign up to one of our courses. We send you the booklet or the flyer that goes with that course. Jim's currently got his Bob the Builder hat on. He's got 4 classrooms to build because we're launching 4 brand new classrooms. Right. And about a week and a half before the course is due to start, you'll get an invite. If you're new to the Circle platform, it will ask you to register an account. And then when you log into the Circle platform, then you'll see the course that you've signed up for, or however many courses you have signed up for. If it's one of the ones that we've currently got on offer, then we'll get those, the booklets and stuff will go out to you, and the invites will go out over the weekend for those ones, because those classrooms already exist, and then you're good to go.
Yeah, and then you can pick a mix.
Absolutely.
So you build your library now at this great price. So this is the new, you can see on the screen here. That's an all-day workshop, and you can even pick your own refreshments.
Exactly. Yes, refreshments are not supplied by us. But you can see now, for the very first time, we have applied that club discount because we found that magic button. So if you belong to one club, you'll get a £6 discount, bringing that down to £54. If you belong to 2 clubs, you'll get 12.5% discount, bringing it down to £52.50. And if you're a Diamond Club member where you belong to all 3, that brings it down to £51.
It's good.
Which is really, really good. So
before we look at the groovy ones, I just want to look at the other one that kind of pertains, that's in the special offers.
Yes.
That really, to me, in my head here,
there's
a logic.
Connection. Yeah.
So we did do an alcohol ink. We did a stamping one, which we'll look at as well later, but that's not to do with this.
No.
That was to do with landscapes. That was just how to stamp, really, wasn't it? But that was all about landscapes. They're all about landscapes.
They are, aren't
they? But this
they?
one was a stamping one,
yeah,
wasn't it? This is the alcohol ink one.
Yes.
This is a jelly plate one.
Yeah.
right? Although that one was a jelly
I
plate
know.
one as well.
And there's a little bit of jelly plate in there, which
There
is
is a
optional.
sequence. I've got to show you it in sequence. I do it in sequence because I'm a logical crafter.
Yep.
I present them to you in a logical sequence, and I do them in a logical sequence. So if we start with the first one, and I'll do it quickly because we've got a lot more to show you today. But if, for example, if I show you this one, this is the online course, the 1, 2, 3 course. This was so popular. So this was landscapes and stamping, and this ran over 3.
It did. It was a 3-weeker, wasn't it?
It was a 3-weeker. Although now, of course, it's just 3 3-hour blocks, isn't it? So when you do it, it's up to you. But there were 5 cards, and I used these stamps and masks.
We recently launched at the time.
And this was so popular, and we went through these different projects, didn't we?
Yeah.
And you can see here, if you want to follow these projects, it was about how to make these kind of landscapes with the prescribed landscapes. This one gave you the cards. And when we sent it to you, we actually sent you the little landscapes. So all you had to do was stamp into them.
Yes.
And I showed you how to make masks as well with the sponges. And
that's right.
So we either used prescribed ones, or we used the ones that are included that came in the course.
It does indeed. Yes.
Yeah. So that was the first one, and that was 60222.
So because this has a 30% discount, you're going to save £18 as a non-club member, and that runs until midnight on Wednesday. Diamond Club members will be paying £35.70 for that.
And that includes, when we send you the booklet, that includes all the bits that you need.
Yeah.
Not the stamps, but it certainly includes the backgrounds and the mask.
And you do have that downloadable ingredients list. When you go to the product, go physically into the product like we did on the one that I showed you a moment ago. And you can see there, you can download, check what you need if you need anything else, and then you're good to go.
So what I'm thinking, this is how I work, right? I think, okay, so now our friends at home, let's say the people that enrolled that have already done this one. And I think, right, okay, so we've covered stamping, we've covered masks, we've covered how to control ink. That was the whole idea. How long is the offer on till? Wednesday midnight?
Wednesday midnight of this week.
So this one was very much ink, like ink in an ink pad.
Yes.
This was the ink in an ink pad course.
Yeah.
And how to stamp and how to create landscapes with ink from an ink pad.
Yeah.
Okay. Then I thought, because even at the end of this one, I remember we did some brilliant.
You did the bow wob tricks.
Bow wob tricks. So then we're using the bow wob tricks and the transfer tricks with the jelly plate.
Yeah.
So jelly plates are us. There was definitely using gel press. And that was a gel press as well, wasn't it?
Yeah.
So we got our
and that was like a real
gel
introduction,
print.
wasn't it? Really.
We got our fix on that.
Yeah.
So that was the first one. Ink pad ink.
Yeah.
Getting comfortable with that. How you blend it, how you use it with masks, and how you do transfers with the bow wob papers.
Yeah.
That was this 3-parter.
Yeah.
That was that one. Then I said, right, next thing, because we could go diving in to gel press printing, and then you're up to your elbows in acrylic paint, and it's not, the print's not pulling and the card's sticking, etc., etc.
Yeah.
So this is my way of kind of dipping my toe in the water, easy.
Yeah.
Making it a little bit more difficult.
It's a gradual process, isn't it?
It's building confidence all the time.
Yeah.
Right. So there's a sequence to these. Next one was the alcohol ink one. This one went down a storm.
It did. I mean, this is how you created a lot of the designer papers and stuff. Was it with the alcohol inks? And you used a bit of jelly plate and everything.
So we did loads in this.
This was
But the whole idea was to do all these different backgrounds. So now we've already had the stamping course.
Yeah.
So we know how to stamp. We've done that, a bit more stamping again, how to get these really grungy backgrounds. Now we're using alcohol ink, different sort of ink, but it's certainly, it's a different animal.
Yeah.
But so now we're gel plate straight away, out with the jelly plate. How does this work? How do we get these ghost prints? So now we're starting to get confidence on our gel press.
Yeah.
Right. So this is all about the printing plate, wasn't it?
It was.
But to my mind, with alcoholing is easier. It's definitely easier. Alcoholing is easier than acrylic paint.
Yes.
So it was like, okay, so we've notched it up a little bit and we've gone to gel press.
Yeah.
Number 2. Yeah.
And it was because I remember with this one, because you was automatically, well, surely paint's easier on a gel plate, but the alcohol, because you've got that sort of drying time and things like that, it's more adaptable, isn't it?
It's just easier.
Yeah.
It's easier. It's more predictable. Once you know the processes,
yeah,
it's more predictable because of the quick drying time, the solvent. It's easy.
Yeah.
Okay. Oh, I know easy is a strong word, but
if it was
it's
easy,
easier.
everyone would be doing it, wouldn't they?
so this is the alcoholing on a gel plate. This is the sequence. That one.
Yeah.
That one.
Yeah.
Then
the brand new one.
And then we go to the brand new one, which is acrylic paint. And this is where I go, okay, now it's a game changer.
Yeah.
It's like now we need to learn how acrylic paint behaves. So we've done ink from an ink pad, we've done alcoholing, and now we're doing acrylic paint from a tube.
Yeah.
Okay, and there are loads of different types of acrylic paint, and that's what we'll get into.
Yeah.
How to blend the colors, how to mix the colors, how that behaves, how do you do those transfers, you know, etc., etc.
Yeah.
All that good stuff. But before we do the transfers and that, we need to know exactly how you get the colors and how acrylic paint behaves.
Yeah.
So that's why I decided.
I remember when
this
you
was the
first
course.
started back in the day with the paint and everything, and all of a sudden it would like stick and stuff like that. And it was that learning part. And it, also in this one, you're using the impasto gel as well.
Yeah.
As a lift off medium.
A medium. Yeah.
Yeah.
So this is a real big learning curve on this one, but really enjoyable. And I think if you're not familiar with acrylic paint, this is an eye opener.
It would definitely surprise you of what you can and can't do with the paint. And
the answer is, Ros asks, can you use any type of acrylic paint? I have Daler Rowney graduate series. Fine. I use Daler Rowney series 3.
Yeah.
And I would imagine Daler Rowney is just a good all-round British English brand. Yeah. I think the graduate series would probably. I know they do a Krylo one, which is very thick.
Right.
But I'm sure that Series 3 and Graduate, Ros, have a look and check whether Daler Rowney Graduate, it shouldn't be too bad. It might be a bit thinner. Is it the less expensive one?
I don't know. I would have thought if it's a graduate, it must be sort of quite commonly used by
it's college.
Many people. Yeah.
The Daler Rowney paints that we sell are the ones that are used in all the colleges. And so, you know, they're good quality. They're not the most expensive.
No.
But they work. And they definitely do the trick. And I would have argued that Daler Rowney Graduate Series is just as good. Yeah, as good. So there you go. That's my 3 offerings.
Super.
And then what I was hoping was down the road a little bit, once we've got to grips with acrylic paint and we're feeling a little bit more confident in that department, then comes the next phase. So how does it behave with stencils? How, you know, then we start moving forward and doing the transfer tricks, etc.
And also, don't forget, we have our current product of the month offer in place. So if you haven't taken advantage of the current product of the month and you pop one of those 3 items into that basket at the same time with any of the workshop, you'll get double points. Yeah. On that as well.
That's right.
So, and that runs up until the end of February for those products.
And then another one starts.
It does indeed. You teased everyone this morning. I don't think anybody heard that. And the new one kicks off on Friday at 10 o'clock.
It does.
So super, really good.
So that's my kind of 3-parter, if you like.
Yeah.
Getting up to
the
and
process.
including the different processes, getting comfortable with the materials. Right. That's that.
And as Barb said at the beginning, that because we've got this special offer on where it's 30% off on all of like the back issues, really,
until midnight Wednesday.
Until midnight on Wednesday. you can buy them and just bank them in your classroom,
That's what I
because
think.
they're not going to go out of date. Andrew, who asked how long is the offer on for, it is until that period, but when you look at the prices with the 30% off plus your club discount as
Yes.
well, if you're able to, then it's definitely worth putting a couple of those, checking out. You haven't got to do them. I know a number of courses, if you do online, they have like a 12-month period,
Yeah,
but
no.
you've got that key to however long you need that
So
key.
for example, those 3 courses, if
Yeah.
you wanted to get your kind of your processes in,
Yeah.
you've got plenty of time to get these, do them,
Yeah.
right, in the order that I've suggested. It's like a trilogy.
Yeah.
And you'll still be in really good time before we start with the gel plate part 4.
Part 4. Yeah. So
yeah.
So as a Diamond Club member, if you went for the first 2, that's 24, 48 pounds. No, yeah, 35, 70. It's about 120 pounds to do all 3 of those courses as a Diamond Club member, with that extra 30% off on the back ones. So
that's well worth.
That's very well. Yeah, that's very good.
Good. Well, I mean, I can only tell you what I mean. I know when I teach, I know whether it went down well or not. You just know as a teacher, and I know that the 2 here were very, very well received, and we got really good reviews. So if you don't believe me, ask one of the guys in the room who's done it, because they'll let you know. They'll let you know. They're not shy. They don't hold back.
Exactly.
Okay, so now we move on to I think we'll look at the new project-driven parchment tutorials.
Yeah, the monthly ones.
And then we'll have a look at those process ones.
Yes, the 1, 2, 3 courses.
Yeah, you'll go then.
Right, so
these are brilliant.
These are
lovely.
So this is the first one. This is the actual card. Louise and I will go into these in more detail tomorrow during the 2 o'clock show. Brand new groovy plates that we were keeping until Sunday, but we've launched them ahead and they're available on the website now. So this is the online workshop. This is Barb's Dreambird Parchment Project with Louise on Wednesday, the 18th of March. £30.
The reason it's called Barb's Dreambird is because Barb drew
them. Barb's a dream bird anyway.
She's definitely a dream bird. But just so you know, she drew it, that's all.
So so we've got the trio of the plates if you wanted to go for all 3 of them as well. But
can I come in a bit closer?
Yeah.
Because I know you want to look. I'm coming in even closer. Just to check that out. So you can see there's that lovely grid work
in the background. Yeah, there's so many different techniques within this one particular project that Louise is going to share with you. As a Diamond Club member, that brings it down to £25.50.
So Paul, when is this course?
So this one is on Wednesday, the 18th of March, and we will send you this sheet of paper, but you can also download it on the website as well in advance, so you can see if you need to add anything else to your shopping basket as well.
So let me be the devil's advocate here. Let's say my name's Molly and I'm at home and I think I fancy doing all 3 of those new projects.
Yes.
Let's just say the ones that are coming out now. So I go on the website.
You do.
I find them.
Yeah.
I put them in my basket.
Yeah.
I pay.
Yeah.
I get my discount.
Yeah. If you're a club member.
And then I think, hang on a minute, I'm going to put one of those products of the month in. So I pop one of those in, like the fabric strips or something from this month.
Yeah.
I pop that in. Now I get double points on all this lot as well.
You do.
Okay. So I've paid, send, gone.
Yeah.
Now what?
We then send you the 3 leaflets to go with it, plus the product of the month that you've purchased.
I'm relieved to hear that.
I have to make sure I'm paying attention. And then once the classroom's been built, you'll then be sent that link to the classroom.
What's the link look like and how does it come to me?
So the link will come to you in an email because we have your email address. And as we said at the beginning, if you're new to Circle, you will need to register an account with them. And then when you log in, you'll see all your classes down the side.
So that's overwhelming.
Okay.
So who's going to help me do that?
So if you do have any problems with signing up, then you can give the office a call.
Sue,
or Louise, or Pete, And the number below, which is 01732 868 215, Monday to Friday between 8 a.m. and 4:30 p.m.
Now, what happens? Okay, I'm being the devil's advocate
Yeah.
here. So, you know, I'm still Molly,
Okay.
and it's getting closer,
Yeah,
and I don't know how to get in because my it's not working for me.
it's not working. So you can still call up and speak to Sue. We've got a number of different documents that we can send you, because you can either view the Circle platform on your computer or laptop. You can, like a web browser on the internet. But there's also an app that you can download from your app store, whether it's on an iPhone or an Android phone, and you can download that and sign into that and watch it on that as well.
So Molly,
Yeah,
she's only got an iPad.
yes,
Can she do the course?
definitely, because you've got two ways. You can either watch it on the Safari browser,
Yeah.
or you can download the app and watch it through the app as well.
So on the day,
Yep,
right, it's about half an hour,
yep,
and I've done a dry run. I'm
Yep.
Molly, remember?
okay,
I've done a dry run. I know exactly. Then 10 minutes before,
yep.
I've lost the number. I've lost the link. I can't get
Then
in.
you call the office and speak to somebody.
And someone will just open the
They will
gate and let
indeed.
you in quickly.
They will indeed. Yeah.
So the point I was making by being so irritating
Not at all.
is that we don't
Help is
just
there.
send you a code and say you're on your own, kid.
Yeah,
We are right there in the background the whole time.
we are indeed.
And don't feel if once you've cracked it, it's like everything, isn't it?
It is, and it's like anything.
But don't
what
feel
you're
that
doing,
you're stupid because you can't get in, or
no,
not at all.
No.
Then I am as well, because I need a lot of explaining.
So with the when the link comes to you in your email to sign up to the Circle, you would click that, and it's just like creating an account with any other website.
Yeah.
So you put an email address in.
It's like
and you would
going
put
to a
password.
Zoom class or a Teams class, isn't
Yeah.
it? It's exactly the same. It's just a whole other thing, isn't it?
It is, yeah. And
it's really not complicated.
no. And if you keep that email, that if you do struggle to remember where is it I need to go to, we can send you a new link as well.
Yeah.
And I think the website is like clarity-classroom.com. So you can always remember that. And then you go in there, and it may remember that you've already logged in previously if your device remembers your username and passwords. The only thing we can't help you with is your password.
No.
However, what we can do is talk you through on how to reset it. So it'll give you, like all websites will have an option to reset your password, which would then send it through to your email address that you've registered with.
That's perfect.
So nice and easy.
Yeah, so you're not alone, you know, and like I say, once you've done it and made a note of your link, you know, you just get a little book, get a little notebook, and you write it in, you keep all your stuff in a box.
Yeah.
Can't go wrong.
And if you sign up to 1, 2, 3, 4, or 5, once you've created that initial account with Circle, when we send out the links for the new ones, what you'll need to do is we will let you know that the emails have been sent out. You just log into your account and you'll see it there ready for you.
Straight away, it's there for you.
It is indeed.
And the other thing is that there's also a chat room there, and people post their artwork.
Q&A room.
There's a Q&A room.
Yeah.
So you know, it's quite a social occasion actually.
And it's really interesting because when people post their work afterwards,
it's nice
to see what they've done, or if they've done something wrong, they say, I did this wrong, and they know why they've done it wrong. And it's interesting for other people to see. And then when they put it on Facebook, in Groovy Worldwide, in Clarity Worldwide, look what I've done, look what I've done. It's that sense of achievement.
Yeah, it's very good.
It really, really
very
is.
Good. So that's, you know, just in case you're thinking, I want to catch up.
Yeah.
You know, it's in your time now.
Absolutely.
So these are the lives.
Yeah.
But if you want to do them, I've signed up for a couple of things with other artists, but I've had them for 6 months. I haven't. I'm just waiting till I get the time and the inclination.
It's the Audible books, isn't it?
Just
took
waiting for the
advantage in
time
the sale.
and the inclination.
I mean, goodness knows. I mean, I only use it when I go up to TV to listen to my Audible books. So I've probably got the next 5 years worth of books to listen to. God, I needed that one. I needed that one. But they're books I know I'm going to enjoy at some point. The same with the courses.
Exactly.
So
that was the first one, which is Barb's Dream Bird.
And that's on Wednesday, the 18th of March, and that's from 1 p.m. until 4 p.m.
If you can't make it, don't worry. You've got the keys. You can come in any time. Then the second one, this is the March project,
Yeah.
18th of March.
Then this is your April one.
22nd of April, that
Yeah,
one is going
so they're all on
live.
a Wednesday. So Louise will go through these in more detail tomorrow with you during the 2 o'clock show.
So this one is with Love Floral Heart Frame.
Yeah.
It's beautiful.
It really, and you think,
When
oh
you come
my
in
goodness,
tight.
I can't do that.
Yeah, you can.
Louise really makes it achievable. She really does.
So this is very pretty, very pretty. And you can see the code is up there, 60250.
And that's
And
another
there's the date.
£30 one.
Yeah, so
as
that's
well.
a £30 one. So that's the April workshop.
Yeah.
And then the May workshop is the third one, which is really pretty, which is butterflies and floral
Linda
frame.
Williams' butterflies on this collection. So the item number for that is 60251.
And that's the 20th of May.
Yeah. And again, we say 1 till 4, approximately 4 o'clock. They tend to just run over a little bit because we get so carried away with what we're doing.
And then if we come in close, then you can get a bit of a there. Now you can see what's been cut and what's been left.
Yeah.
And this is all beautiful layered work.
And don't think to yourself, oh, I can't do pico cutting. This can all be achieved even if you're not at the pico cutting stage. You just don't do that part of it.
Precisely. So if we come back to that camera,
yeah,
you just hit the nail on the head. You know, these are what we would call project tutorials.
Yes.
So you're actually taking a finished card and you're working towards it.
Mm-hmm.
But we've also got a whole series in the sale now.
We have indeed.
Of process tutorials. And I think we should start at the very beginning on these, because just like mine that started with ink on an ink pad, alcohol ink, now we're going acrylic paint. This is the same kind of thing. We built it with teaching flow in mind.
Yes. Yeah. So these is where the 1, 2, 3 courses really came into play, didn't they?
Yeah.
And this was what you discussed with Louise when she came back to join us.
Yes.
To have these 1, 2, 3 courses. So if we bring up the details on the side of the screen of the first one, let me just find that for you.
So this is all now £42. So it's 15%, no, 30%.
30% off until midnight on Wednesday. Diamond Club members, it brings it down to £35.70.
So these were the cards.
They were the cards that were created during those sessions.
So it really shows you, you know, there's no pico cutting, little tiny bit of pico cutting.
So the idea that you had with Louise behind the foundation was to cover the 3 core skill sets in parchment craft.
White work, colour, pico cutting.
So it was a real introduction, and Jazz and yourself designed the plates, which are little baby plates, to... Small art was better to work with, wasn't it?
Yeah, that's right.
Rather than go for an A5 square plate.
But again, when we show you this, you can see day 1, day 2, day 3. It gives you exactly what we will learn, what we will use.
Yeah.
This is a great little booklet which you will be sent.
And you also get some A6 parchment sent in your little booklet.
Nice, nice.
Yeah.
So that was the first one, the new online course, which was a real kind of starting out intro foundation course.
It was, and I learned something in each of those 3 different sessions.
Sure.
Because everybody teaches slightly differently and does things slightly differently.
So next up, after the online 1, 2, 3 course, was the next one after the foundation course, which was white work. Yes. So what we did was we took each of these
and then turned
modules and turned those into a 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3.
Yes.
So the first one was the white work module.
Yeah.
So you got your general intro, and then you get deep dive.
And you haven't got to have done the foundation to be able to do the white work, and you haven't got to have done the white work to do the colouring. If you're happy with your white work skills, but you want to concentrate more on your colouring, then you would go for the colouring option. But many people did struggle, and this used the various different tools. We used the shader tools, we used the ball tools.
So it's really getting to grips with the embossing and the white work.
Yes.
And we went with the same plates so that we weren't, if you look at the plates, you'll see.
Yeah.
We used the same.
It was a set of 4.
Yeah.
So we used 3 out of the 4, and then we used 3 out of the 4. So you can see the poppies were there. Then we used the peony, but we used those 2 there. So those 2 there were swapped on this occasion.
But you needed the set of 4 plates to do the whole lot.
Yes.
Rather than another 4, another 4, another
Exactly.
4. So it's really great because you're getting mileage, you're getting, you know, a bit more bang for your buck out of the
And all
plates.
of the techniques that you're learning here, you can then transfer into your other projects that you're going to work on.
So that was the first of the deep dive courses, if you like.
Yeah, I like that, deep dive. Yeah.
So we deep dove into white work.
Yeah.
Then the second one was this one, which was the colouring.
Colouring, yes.
So then we went down the colouring route. We took different plates this time, I think.
Yeah, we've started. We thought everyone would be fed up with the original.
Yeah, there is a kind of a fine line, isn't there?
There is.
You know, so we moved it around.
We went Christmas on this collection.
Yeah, really nice. And you can see here the different type of colouring.
Yeah, we did Dorso crayons, Perga colour liner pencils, and the Perga colour pens.
So 3 projects, but very much process,
yes,
technique specific.
Definitely.
And when you look at, that's the other thing really, is when you look at the new projects, the projects tutorials, the brand new ones.
Yes.
Those 3. What they do is they present an opportunity to take those skills that you've learned when deep diving, you know, then you take those skills and you apply them to a project.
Yeah.
So that you kind of modify and
you're revisiting.
Yeah, you're revisiting, but you're revisiting with a project in mind rather than the skill. So it's a different. It's kind of reinforcing what you've learned.
Yeah, that's the word I was looking for.
It's reinforcing what you've learned.
Yeah.
So the second deep dive was colouring.
Yeah.
Which is 60227. Again, that's 30%.
Now we've had a question from Diana about club member discount. Does the club member discount on the courses end at midnight on Wednesday? No.
No.
Those discounts, now that we found that magic button that we struggled to find previously, that is switched on permanently now. So your club discount will always apply on the courses going forward. It's just the 30% discount on the previous ones will run out at midnight on Wednesday.
That's right.
So.
Right, so we've had 1 is the white work, 2 colouring.
And it was that same flow. If you go back to the foundation, it was those 3.
It's just trying to give the courses some kind of structure rather than just grabbing different things and saying, oh, that'll do. You know, there's an absolute, very, very clear teaching thread here.
Yes.
So this one, number 3, of course, after white work and colouring, the next logical thing is perforating, picot cutting.
Yeah.
Scissors, you know.
And so we kept with the Christmas plates.
Yeah.
So really, there's only 2 sets of plates.
That's
but if you wanted just to go for 1 and do the same thing,
you could.
Of course you can.
You do. I mean, we designed these plates, I say specifically, to facilitate the teaching.
Yeah.
They were designed. There are cutting opportunities because of the way they're designed.
Yeah.
I'll show you what I mean. If you look at the plates here, you'll see, and we've gone through this many times, you'll see when we look at the artwork, you'll see it even better. You'll see exactly that they're designed in such a way that you've got loads of little cutting opportunities. You've got loads of white work opportunities and loads of colouring opportunities. So these plates are really brilliant as little learning plates. They're also flowers, which are so useful for so many occasions.
And they're frames. So we always need a frame in order to put our work, and whether it chooses to be a sentiment or a picture.
So these are the 3 cards that get made, and you can see how these border frames, you know, very interchangeable, with or without cutting into the pictures, whether you cut into the centerpiece, whether you cut it out completely. You can see here there are loads of tricks and tips, and this was a really very popular part 3. So this was another 3 afternoons,
It
or
was
3 lots of 3 hours, really, wasn't
yeah,
it?
it was. Yeah, 3
3 lo-
dates. We did it over 3 Wednesdays.
And now it's
Yeah.
just 3 lots. So what you've got, if you think about these courses,
Yeah.
right? You've got the Pico cutting. That's 3 times 3 hours
Yes.
tutorial. That's 9 hours
9
there.
hours for
right?
that price.
I'm just explaining this. So this one here, right? So then we go backwards on ourselves. The colouring one, again, that's 3 times 3 hours. That's another 9
Minimum.
hours
Yeah.
of tutorials. Then we've got the white work one, 3 times 3 hours, another 9 hours of tuition.
Yeah.
Expert tuition, I have to
Oh
say.
yeah.
And then the foundation course, another 9 hours.
Yeah.
So you've got 3 hour blocks, three 3-hour blocks, 3-3-hour blocks, 3-3-hour blocks.
Yeah.
That's a lot of learning. That's like doing an apprenticeship in parchment art.
Yeah.
You know, that deserves a certificate.
And also, it's all in the comfort of your own home as well,
Yeah.
isn't it?
Yeah.
So
With a lot of support as well.
Oh yeah, but what I mean is that you haven't got to travel anywhere, and if you get tired, because there's some parts, as we know with parchment, there's some parts where we need to let it rest for a while and stuff like that. So when we was doing the live courses, especially with the white work, Louise had to have it all staged, because there's no way we could say, right, we're going to do 10 minutes of some white work, come back tomorrow and we'll do the next 10 minutes.
Precisely.
So it was all about sort of that process.
And that's the marvelous thing about going in after the fact now.
Yeah.
Because if it needs to rest for overnight, leave it to rest for overnight.
Exactly. Press that pause button, come back to it a day later.
Good for your neck.
Yeah, definitely.
So those are really worth investing in if you want to have the processes at your fingertips.
Yeah. And each of those 1, 2, 3 courses, say, came with 6 pieces of A6 parchment. So it was great for practicing little techniques on, and
the
then
parchment
you could keep
comes in the book.
in the little booklet.
So when you open this little booklet, there's your parchment.
And you keep them in your booklet, and then you can refer back to them.
Yeah,
so
just that there was great to
Yeah.
be able to. So say you got a box, like a storage box,
Yeah.
and you've got your 1, 2, 3. You've got your you've got your cards in there.
Yeah.
It's all stored in there. You've got the tuition.
Because you get the smaller book, not the larger one.
Yeah.
So they would fit in the slowdown box.
Yeah, great idea.
Perfect.
So there you go. That's the basic 3 times 3 hours process techniques.
Yes.
Online courses.
All off of the foundation. And as we said before, you don't have to have done all of them in those things. If you're happy with your white work, or you're happy with your colouring, but you're not happy with the white, you can do any one of those. We're not saying to you, you've got to do the foundation.
No.
It's all about.
I mean, I think it has its merits.
Yeah.
And I also know that the way that they were put together works. They're in that order for a reason.
Yeah.
You know, they're in that order for a reason. And you can, I do think, I mean, the reason they're in that order is because when you're doing a piece of artwork, when you're actually doing a finished piece, that's the order you do it in. So it's reinforcing that again.
Yeah.
That you do the white work, then the colour, then the Pico cutting.
Yeah.
It's not the other way around. You don't start with the cutting and then try and do the white work.
Yeah, that doesn't work.
But the course is structured in the same way that you would approach a piece of artwork.
Yeah.
This was an interesting one as well.
Yes, I love this one. This is the, I'll bring the details up on the side of the screen. This one is
enhanced pencil work.
So this was wonderful. I often don't get a chance to sort of really take something from start to finish. So I did this course with Louise, and we used your big blooms, your groovy plates, in groovy plate. And we did traditional colouring on the front with the Perga.
Did you?
Yeah.
Like the, I know,
like
I saw the
Francis
artwork. It was
Knott.
spectacular. Yeah.
And I was absolutely blown away what I was able to achieve. Because everyone would think, oh, Paul, you can do it. I don't. I don't get that opportunity. And it was so well received.
Where's your artwork then?
Right, you stay there. I'm going to go and grab it. I know exactly where it is. You carry on talking and I'll grab it.
So the enhanced pencil work course, again, if you have a look at let's just take a look at this. You can see here it's a 1-day workshop. So it's one of those ones that's in the morning, then we take a break, then we come back in the afternoon. Or, of course, now you can do it at your leisure. You can do it for an hour every evening all week. You know, you control when you do it. But this was a one-day workshop when it was live. So now you can do it when basically what you've got there is about 6 or 7 hours of tuition, isn't it?
Yeah. And that's what I did.
Did you?
Yeah. I was
Wow.
so chuffed with that.
So that's quite something, Paul.
Yeah.
Crikey.
I know, because I don't tend to do that. I always colour on the back.
Look at that. And that's done traditionally on the front.
Yeah.
That's beautiful.
I was really, really chuffed with it. I didn't finish the full flower head, but...
Yeah, but that's all right.
Yeah.
Put a butterfly on it.
I can go back and do it because I can watch it back at my convenience, can't I?
So there's no... Oh, yeah, check it out.
Yeah.
So there's no lineup per se.
No. So Louise covered exactly how to achieve that effect. Similar to the frosted floral overlays.
Yeah, that's right.
Technique that Linda did. But yeah, that's what I achieved on that course.
That's quite something, isn't it? So when somebody signs up for that course,
yeah,
what do they receive?
So they receive the download of the instructions,
right,
of all the ingredients list. That's what they get, which is obviously still downloadable on the website as well. Because with Groovy, you know, when you're putting a demo together, it looks like a massive list, doesn't it?
Yeah.
But when you think about
it, a
lot of the stuff you would already have, like your plate mates, like your Groovy number 1 and 2 tool, your Groovy tabs, your tumble dryer sheet, but we have to list it out. So if someone was doing it for the first time, or if they're doing it
they've
live,
got to tick their box, make sure it's all there.
Exactly. So
I mean,
they've got everything.
It is a tick list. It's not necessarily a shopping list.
No, absolutely.
It's a tick list.
And it is.
Can you imagine if you were doing the course
for the first time.
And we did but if we didn't give you the tick list, you'd be forever rummaging around going, I wish I'd known that she was going to use this.
Yeah.
So this is not a shopping list. This is a tick list. This is an ingredients list.
Yeah.
It's like trying to bake a cake, but not knowing what the ingredients are. You know, it's just, you take this, you get your box, you go, right, I need that, that, and it's all at your fingertips.
And I would say most of our parchers have everything that's on that list, give or take. And it'll only be design that maybe you haven't got the design, but you can adapt it if you've already got something in your stash already.
And the thing about this particular skill set is that so many people want to know how to do this kind of colouring off the back of Linda's and Frances's work. Yeah. So that's why we developed this. And Louise went down and spent a long weekend with Linda.
Yeah.
She knew, but she went and learned more.
Yeah. Exactly,
and then she's sharing that information with you now. So this is another really great course.
This one's in the sale as well, up until midnight on Wednesday. So it's £42. So as a non-club member, you've got an £18 saving. But then if you are a club member, you get your additional saving on top of that.
That's impressive.
But, yeah. But that one,
I
mean,
won't put that in you. You hang on to that.
Thank you. I'm going to put it in a frame.
I won't put it in there.
I think I've learned everything, something from one little bit here and there that you think, oh, that's so obvious.
Yeah. Understood.
Because when we started doing parchment craft, we didn't know the rules, did we?
No.
Do you remember when we took delivery of the tools, when we bought Pergamano, all these multi-needle tools, and there's me stabbing the parchment.
And I'm saying thousands, not dozens.
Yeah. We got a couple of each initially, didn't we? And I can picture it up above in your studio, above the garage, and we had all these tools that had all these needles in it. And I've got the parchment, and I'm poking the parchment with these tools. And I'm thinking,
this ain't going to go well, is it?
Why do you need a W?
But then once we got to grips, we had all these thousands of tools, and then I said, I don't like that one.
No.
It's not giving me the V that I want.
No.
So then we spent thousands doing the Pico Vs, because the one that
the angle
tool gave me a castle turret. I thought, I want a castle turret.
Exactly. But yeah, we got there.
A little bit of knowledge can be dangerous.
Yeah. But I mean, what a difference that made. But because we didn't know the rules or anything.
No. How many years has that been now? 10, 12? 12?
I've been here 10 years, so it was a year after I joined that we bought Pergamano. So
Was
it's
it?
9 years.
But we were doing Groovy
You
way
were doing,
before
yeah,
that.
because last year we celebrated 10 years of Groovy.
There you go.
So you launched that in the August, and I joined the following January.
There we are.
So, yeah.
Welcome.
Yeah, 10 years. Didn't get a gold watch, but
You got an Apple Watch?
I got an Apple Watch. I know.
Hello?
Dave didn't like it, did he?
Welcome to the real world.
I know. I had my one that I got when I left my old job, and also I was walking, and also it just all fell apart, didn't it? And I've never worn a watch, so to speak, apart from when I was at school, because you didn't have mobile phones that had the time on, and I was lost without it. And Bob said, "Well, Dave's got one. He doesn't.
He doesn't like it. You can have his."
So I did. So got a nice watch.
And I had an Apple Watch, and the only thing I liked about it was Mickey Mouse. I hated this blinking watch because it kept every time you got a text or an email, you know. And I thought, no, I can't cope with that. So I don't have a watch now. I rely on you.
Yeah. Well, I think nowadays it's on the computer. It's on your phone.
Yeah.
I mean,
exactly.
Do you really need a clock on the wall anymore? Because it is.
I do.
Because unless the batteries run out.
I do.
But yeah, it is. It sort of fits on your phones, on the.
It's everywhere.
So
we got a couple more. We've got 3 more, haven't we?
4 more.
4
We've
more.
got 3 canvas paper collages, and then we've got a die cutting one.
Alrighty.
So,
oh yeah, God, we've been busy really.
I know.
That's why it's building momentum.
That's why the college is growing.
Yeah, it's good though.
So
I like it.
Because it started with there was 1 classroom here and 1 classroom there.
Oh, no. It was a bit of a sad corridor, wasn't it?
But like anything, colleges need to grow.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And slowly as well, because you have to absorb the information that you're getting.
Yeah.
Fed.
I mean, when you go to school like secondary school, all of a sudden you've got to go to this classroom for that, this class, and you're doing it all in the course of a day, aren't you?
Yeah.
Yeah. Whereas with this, it's at your own leisure.
So this was the Lighthouse paper collage kit for the Lighthouse. So I'm just going to grab these. So this is my kind of thing. This is my kind of thing. So I love this. We just did the Glastonbury one.
Yeah.
Which isn't part of the sale. It is part of the sale. It's part of the sale.
Yeah, you said everything.
Okay. God, it does take me at my word.
You're the boss.
Right. So this is the Lighthouse one. This is brilliant because you can really get a trio going.
Yeah.
So we've got the Lighthouse. How much is that now? Instead of
£46.90 plus your club discount as well. So as a Diamond Club member, £39.86.
Okay. That's my finished one. So that one is 60219.
Yeah.
Then we've got the Viaduct. So when these come and you get the whole kit, this gets sent.
You do, yeah. So you get your 12x12 canvas board, you get your papers, you get your pattern, you get a little card for inspiration.
Yeah.
And then it gives you, but once you've got, I mean, many of the crafters will have this low tack tape, a Pritt stick or a glue stick, scissors, tweezers, pencil, and a Barons, something flat like a lid to apply pressure. That
was all you need.
Yeah.
And then 6 hours later or 7 hours later, we've made a beautiful piece of artwork for the wall. And we just finished a couple of weeks ago. We did the Glastonbury one.
Yes.
I know. This was really super. Love the Glastonbury.
So this is your Glastonbury tour. So this comes in lovely warm colours, but we also include the same colour palette in addition to the first 2 as well.
And that's so you get a double bubble in this one.
Yes, you do, of your papers.
Your papers.
Yeah.
That's amazing. So the number for this one also 30% off is 60230.
It is indeed.
So if you were gonna get ahead on Christmas gifts, or these are fantastic. Whether you give the gift of the tutorial or the gift of the finished product, the finished artwork.
Yeah.
You know, that's up to you.
That's a good point, actually. If you're going to buy any of these and you want to gift it to somebody, when you place the order, we need to know where to send that invite to for the email. So because what we would automatically do if you've purchased it, we would send that to you, which is obviously non-transferable. So if you are buying it as a gift for somebody, you just need to put their email address
in the comments
and just put a note just saying this is a gift for Molly.
Molly.
And then we've put Molly's email address so that I know that when I send out all the invites, I know I'm sending it to Molly and not to whoever
Which is the same as an Audible. You gift
Yeah.
it to the person, not to yourself.
Exactly. So, but we would automatically, if there was nothing on there,
Yeah.
we would automatically send it to you if you've purchased that course.
So we've had the paper collage kit
Yep.
with the lighthouse, paper collage kit with the viaduct, paper collage kit with the Glastonbury with the tour.
Yes.
Those are the three.
They
And
are.
then we also had, last but not least, Paul.
Yes, we then had a die cutting course. So this is where,
Oh, this is cool.
so for the price on your screen, let me just bring that up now for you. This is the die cutting course. So this was a £30 course. It doesn't include the die. Okay, it's literally just the tutorial. But we do have the dies available for you to do. So the item number for the course is 60224. 30% saving, bringing it down to £21. But then we did a series of our fresh cut dies that
gorgeous.
each come with the lovely booklet. Because when you turn them over, you can see these are all numbered. So you would need to buy the die in addition to
The
that
workshop.
course if you're going to do that. But again, you can go to the product page and there'll be a list of ingredients with all the product codes and everything else.
Club discount?
Yes, definitely club discount.
Club discount?
Yeah.
Double points if
everything.
you open up a...
If you put your product of the month in as well.
This was a really cool one. Once you... Because the thing about the paper cutting is it's all with a pair of scissors in your hands.
Yeah.
And there's a specific process to make sure that it all, because it's not onlaid, it's inlaid.
Yes.
It's like marquetry. It sits in next to each other. So once you've figured out that kind of mosaic approach to the paper cutting, you realize that the only way to really get a perfect paper cut every time is with a die.
Yes.
Right? Now the yield on these dies, they're 6 by 6. So the overall finished piece will be 6 by 6 inches.
Yes.
Whereas these ones are, this is, for example, this is an 8 by 8.
Yes.
So the finished piece, you can see it's 6 inches by 6 inches, but it cuts out the, it cuts out all the bits. So if I take, for example, let me find one. Where's the viaduct? And I'll show you exactly what I mean. So here's the viaduct.
Yeah.
But you can see it's exactly that picture there.
Yes.
When you cut it out using this die instead of paper cutting, it will be 6 by 6 instead of 8 by 8. But all these pieces automatically fit.
Yeah.
So, and that's why you need a little instruction booklet to show you exactly how it works. It's all coloured photographs to show you exactly how to get all the pieces. Is fun. It's real fun.
And there's a slightly different process on the die.
Very different process. This is a different process to this one.
Yes.
But brilliant all the same.
It is. And that you get that same booklet with each of the 3 dies because it's the same process for each of them. It's just the design that changes. But if you want the workshop course, that price of £21 up until midnight on Wednesday.
So that means with the collage, with this course then, let's just get this right. So 60224.
Yeah.
The discount at the moment, the sale is on the actual tutorial.
It is indeed.
The workshop.
Yes.
Which is cooler.
And club discount as well.
Then you get that.
That comes with the die.
Right. So you get club discount and discount on that.
Yes.
Then you need a die.
You do need a die. That's
otherwise you can't do that.
Yeah, the course.
But you don't need all 3 dies.
No.
You just pick one. You either like the lighthouse or the viaduct or the countryside.
Yes.
So the countryside in 8 by 8 looks like that. That's the countryside one, which is the very first one.
And that was the one that we did on the summer retreats, wasn't it?
But this is there it is there. Okay. Right. So this is just a quick way of getting the paper cut to size, isn't it?
Yes.
Right.
Yeah. And it's nice because it's smaller as well because it's 6 by 6, as you said, as opposed to 8 by 8. So that would fit wonderfully on a 8 by 8 canvas boards.
So you can, look lovely. Or a 10 by 10.
10 by 10.
If you could pick one of the dies, or go for it and get all 3 of them.
Yeah.
But you'll always get one of these.
Yeah.
So you
it'll
could have a
always be the same.
present. That could be a present. That could be a present. One
Yeah,
for yourself.
I would
Yeah.
just keep them myself.
But they're smashing. Do we know what the price is on the?
I'm not
on these?
sure, but it will be on the collection page
Just look them
for
up. Yeah.
those. When you go into that product on the website, there's a link that will take you to the show page.
So that's a really special one.
It is. It's only if you're into your die cutting and
Yeah.
if you're looking to use maybe your scraps of paper, because you haven't got to cut the whole landscape out in one piece.
No.
You
I
can
did a couple of tricks there, didn't I?
Yeah.
Yeah.
So and the canvas boards in this one were all based off of the infusion papers.
That's right.
Weren't they? Because it's that sort of collage paper, nice and thin.
Nice and thin.
But with the die, you could do it with the felt.
You did it with the felt, you do it with the card. That's right.
Yeah.
Once you've got a die, you can't. That's exactly right.
Mm.
With the paper piecing and the paper collage, it was 80 GSM.
Yes.
But when we went to the die, we were able to cut out card, designer paper,
Yeah.
felt.
Yeah.
Really gorgeous.
That was beautiful in the felt,
Didn't that
wasn't
look
it?
lovely?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Absolutely.
So there you go. That's it, my friends.
So that offer of the previous courses with the 30% off runs until midnight Wednesday, the 25th of February, just in case you're watching this afterwards and you keep saying, oh, it's Wednesday. It's Wednesday, the 25th of February at midnight. Those prices will go back up. Club prices will continue to apply from now and thereafter.
Of course.
On all of the courses.
Of course. But if you're thinking about banking a few of these tutorials and online courses, now's the time to do it for this year.
It is indeed.
This is your college. This is your college for the whole year.
Yeah, it is, isn't it? When you look at the number of hours involved, whether you're going down the Stampy, the Inchiati route, or whether you're going down your parching route or your mixed media collage.
There's lots here for you to get your teeth into.
Yeah.
And I think there's a lot to be said for honing your skills.
Definitely.
You know.
Yeah.
Honing your skills.
And we're always learning. And I think sometimes the way in which people present to you, it can just be something really small that you pick up from it, but all of a sudden you'll think, that's so obvious. I should have been doing that for years.
Yeah.
And all of a sudden it just makes what you're doing going forward so much more enjoyable and easy as well.
Yeah. Yeah.
So
thank you very much for joining us. I hope that that you take something from all this.
Yeah.
Enjoy building your class, your classroom.
Yeah.
Enjoy building it because that's what you're doing at home now.
Absolutely.
You work out your own timetable. You can come anytime you like. You can work on different tracks. We suggest this particular order just from a teaching flow point of view, but it's entirely up to you.
Yeah. And one of the benefits of these online courses, there's no detention.
No detention.
No homework. Bonus.
Process bonus. I spent quite a lot of time outside the door in a few classes.
Did you?
I did. Maths was not my
surprises
thing.
me.
Does it?
It really does. Yeah.
Gray, outside now. Bye. I loved it outside. It was
not setting a very good example to our students.
It's just maths, really, that used to give me the real...
But your maths is amazing.
My maths?
Yeah.
But the teacher didn't think so.
I suppose back at school, it wasn't just
I was good
about...
at ready reckoning.
Yeah.
Simultaneous equations, because I couldn't see the point of it. And do you know what? I was right.
It doesn't like help me. And all that type of...
What does that do for you? You know,
so.
And so we disagreed on that one. And she told me that I was disruptive.
Sure, I hope you're not listening, Grace.
So thanks very much for joining us. I hope that you found something here. Don't forget Salen's midnight Wednesday,
the 25th.
The 25th. And Grace, stay warm, stay indoors, stay safe.
Yes.
Lots of love to everybody.
Take care now.
Bye-bye. Bye-bye.